Yeah. Good morning. It is 10 a.m. on Tuesday, July 29th, 2025. I call this meeting of the Wichita County Commissioners Court to order. If everyone would please stand, Commissioner Fincannon will give our invocation.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you, Lord, for your many blessings. Thank you, Lord, for all that you do for us. Thank you for the beautiful weather we've had and the blazing heat, Lord. I just pray that we get some rain coming to our neck of the woods before too long. With all going on, Lord, in local government, with local politics, with all the excitement around our county and our city, with everything going on, I just pray, Lord, that you let everybody remember we're all one community. We all working together on the same team, trying to make what's best for this area, Lord. Just help us all make what's right in your eyes, Lord, and be a blessing to you. All these things, Lord, I give thanks for, and all through your Son's name. Amen.
Amen. Let's join us for the pledge to the U.S. flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now the pledge to the Texas flag.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. Everyone may be seated. All right. We have no presentations this morning. So I'll say it's 10:01 a.m. We will open up for public comment. Remind folks the comments need to be limited to 5 minutes or less, and no action can be taken by the court on any item brought up during public comment. Do we have any public comments?
I've got one, Judge, not to belabor the point, and I think most everybody understands this, but we are in some tremendously dry, hot weather right now. We've got a lot of fuel out there. I've been out with the road crew a good bit this last few days, and it's turning in a hurry, so be careful. Just be cautious when you're driving. Make sure you're not dragging a chain or throwing something out that would start a fire, because it would be brutal to be for our folks to be fighting fire in this kind of conditions. So just pay a little special attention. It's going to change. It'll rain again. But right now, it's kind of a deal where we raised a lot of fuel and now it's drying down. So just be careful.
I'll bring up one thing. I posted yesterday about the chip sealing going on. Chip sealing starts today in Precinct 2. We've already completed Precinct 4, Precinct 3. It's going real smooth. Today we're doing Precinct 2, so I put out a notice on some roads that'll be affected for traffic. Just trying to keep our citizens advised that chip sealing going on does affect traffic. Pay attention where they're at and keep an eye out for our crew. And then one other thing, these good hot temperatures have slowed down quite as much growing of that Johnson grass and bar ditches. But as soon as we get done chip sealing, we have 2 more precincts to go. We'll be back on the mowing again. So just an update to them.
Yeah, the Johnson grass is worse than I've ever seen it this year.
It is very bad this year.
I know I've reported on Old State Bridge and gave several timelines, and it's still not done. I stopped by there yesterday and visited with them yet again. They're telling me 2 weeks, and it's going to be open. And I believe them this time. It's not far off. So.
Yeah, they updated Cross Plains. They said it would be by the end of August. So
yeah. So, yeah, I can only go by what they tell me.
Yeah.
They're not a county contractor. It's a state project. So.
Okay.
And we'll bring it up to the annex conversation.
Okay. All right. Any other public comments this morning? All right. It is 10:04. Public comment is closed. Brings us to the consent agenda. There are 10 items on the consent agenda, and I need to talk about a handful of them. Item number 2, which is a motion to approve a resolution in support of the creation of a homelessness advisory committee. I would like to table that and just push it 1 week. Having been out the latter half of last week, I thought I was going to be able to get some final changes done to it and go back and forth with city partners on that before today. I was not able to, so I'd like to ask that we move that to next week. And then item number 8, which is the motion to approve the Amoresco invoice for measurement and verification services. Y'all may have had a chance to do so, but I didn't have a chance to look at the report before taking that on today, so I'd like to table that as well. Does anyone have any objection to moving number 2 and number 8 off of this week's agenda? Okay. I'd also like to move number 3, the motion to approve updating the optional healthcare services and indigent healthcare to general business for discussion. Is there any objection to that? Okay. And then number 10, which is the motion to approve the following public official bonds and authorize payment of bond premiums from their respective budgets. Bond premiums 4412. It's for me. It's for County Court at Law Judge number 1, Judge Butler, and County Court at Law Judge number 2, Greg King. All of us right now have $250,000 bonds. Legislature passed a bill this session that becomes effective September 1st that requires bond amounts for all county court judges to move up to that $500,000 marker. It used to be differentiated based on population and whether or not you did guardianships and probate proceedings. Legislature struck all that, and now it's across the board a $500,000 bond, which that's what this item would do, would be to raise those bonds to that in a prorated amount.
And roughly what kind of increase is that?
I think it's a $400 increase on each of the 3 for the remainder of this year, and then moving forward to be about an extra $1,200 per bond.
So it's just a small unfunded mandate.
Yeah,
A small one.
just another one.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring that to attention.
All right, any other questions or comments on any of the items on the consent agenda?
Judge, I'd make a motion, we accept the consent agenda as modified.
Okay.
Second.
All right, we've got a motion by Commissioner Mahler, seconded by Commissioner Fincannon to approve the consent agenda with the changes that I talked about. Do you have any questions or comments on the motion or any of those items? All right, that motion is before us. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. All right, up first, we'll tackle the consent agenda item that was moved down, the motion to approve updating the optional healthcare services and indigent healthcare. I just wanted to, and I talked to our fine folks at the Indigent Health Office yesterday to let them know I'd be just asking a couple of questions. This is a continuation for the next year of our current procedures that we have in place, the optional ones, is that correct? Okay, so there's nothing new on this that we're asking to add? Okay.
No, we added the previous court order into this, so to go forward with next year, we have to renew each year for the state fiscal year.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add on that point? Okay. All right. Then do we have a motion to approve to approve updating the optional healthcare services?
motion to approve.
Second.
All right, we've got a motion to approve those by Commissioner Beecham, seconded by Commissioner Fincannon. Do you have any questions or comments on the motion or the item? All right, that motion's before us. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. That motion carries 5-0. All right, item number 1 in general business. It is currently 10:08 a.m. And we will open up a public hearing regarding the intention of Wichita County to consider adoption of proposed regulations for RV parks, tiny homes, and campground facilities. This has been in the works for 9 months, a year. And we're finally at the point where we are ready, after having done the takings impact assessment a month ago and doing the posting requirements, we're ready to take it up. Commissioner Watts, Commissioner Fincannon, y'all were on the committee that looked at these in detail. Do y'all have any comments you'd like to make on it?
No, Judge, Van did an
Thankful
excellent
day.
job of putting some comparables together, so we had other orders to look at concerning that, and developing the plan, I think, was good, well needed. We've got a lot more interest than ever for such a thing to develop, so I think these are
comprehensive yet not too rigid, that they are, put anybody in a tough situation trying to develop one, so.
And the committee that worked on these had representation from the development community and those who would be affected, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And some, local builders that would be doing it. They had good input. I do think that we are, like Jeff said, really primed for several of these to come, because we're gonna have a massive need for construction.
Yeah.
Yep.
Construction, people coming into town, so there's gonna be something built. And I just wanna say thanks to Van for all the work he's done. He's done a lot of the back end side of it, doing the paperwork. Appreciate it.
Any other questions or comments on?
No, this is very timely, because the things that we're hearing that are coming to the community, if we don't get ahead of this, we'll have similar problems to what they experienced in Midland, Odessa. So we want to get ahead of the problem before it occurs.
Yeah, these are not designed to inhibit growth and
No.
the opportunity. They're designed to make sure there's awareness and that it's done in a way that isn't gonna negatively affect
Yeah.
the rest of the residents in the county.
Correct.
Okay. Do we have any member of the public who wishes to speak on, for, or against the proposed Wichita County RV parks, tiny homes, and campground facilities regulations? No, all right. It is 10:11, and the public hearing is closed. Brings us to item number 2, which is take action to approve and adopt the proposed Wichita County RV parks, tiny homes, and campground facilities regulations.
I'll make that motion, Judge.
Second.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Watts, seconded by Commissioner Fincannon, to approve and adopt the proposed Wichita County RV parks, tiny homes, and campground facilities regulations. Do we have any questions or comments on the motion or the item? All right, that motion is before us. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0, and I would also like to thank Van for spearheading that and organizing it and helping get it across the finish line. Thank you. All right, item number 3 is review and approve the regular bills for payment. Verify payroll taxes have been filed and authorize county treasurer to disperse payroll and/or bills within 72 hours via U.S. mail, FedEx, UPS, electronically, or be picked up and acknowledged by a ledger signature in the treasurer's office.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All right, got a motion by Commissioner Fincannon, seconded by Commissioner Beecham to approve bills for payment. Verify taxes have been filed and authorized dispersal. Do you have any questions or comments on the motion or the item? All right, that motion is before us. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Item number 4, discuss, consider, and/or take action to approve and ratify the minutes of the July 22nd, 2025 regular session and the July 25th, 2025 special session.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion by Commissioner Beecham, seconded by Commissioner Fincannon to approve and ratify the minutes of both sessions. Do we have any questions or comments on the motion or the item? That motion is before us. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Item number 5, discuss, consider, and/or take action to authorize the county judge's signature on a deed without warranty and an agreement with the city of Burke-Burnett for the conveyance of the county's interest in the property located at 100 South Red River Expressway, Burke-Burnett. Y'all will all remember this is the property that came up about a year ago, maybe a little longer, that we had an interest in because of non-payment of taxes. But it was a bigger property and worth a lot more than the typical ones that we strike off and convey our interest in. The court had expressed interest at that time of being made whole from the standpoint of missed taxes. So after some back and forth with the city of Burke-Burnett, we're able to, I think, come to an agreement, and I had Jonathan Elzey draft this deed and the conveyance agreement. What it would do, it would convey our interest to the city of Burke-Burnett so that they could then turn it around and hopefully sell it and get it developed and on the tax rolls again, for them to pay us $16,933.14. That is the amount of taxes that we have missed out on since it was taken off the tax rolls back in 2009. That was a number that worked with our tax assessor collector's office and got that from them. The city of Burkburnett, I believe, is going to take this up at their next meeting in August. So they have not acted on it yet, but to me, this seems like a no-brainer for them of just paying us that amount that makes us whole for something they can turn around. And
Do we have to go through a closing on this, or will it just transact off of this?
it would transact off of this.
Because actually, the property is in their name.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. We're just turning over our interest.
And the city of Burke, more than likely, will somehow, that'll end up to the BDC, which the BDC is actively, they've bought some properties in Burke, they're actively, demoing some properties, trying to market those, get the investment in town, and that's what they'll be doing here, and they've actually had some interest in that property already, so it should be a very simple approval for them, but we'll see what they say.
Okay.
But that's all it should be left is them voting on it in the council meeting.
Good.
If it
And
makes us
Ma-
whole and turns it into an investable property,
Yep.
then that's
Sure.
it's
It's
a
a
win.
win-win.
It's a win-win.
That's right. And Matt, you've got a way to track that, for that payment, right?
Well, so the payment will actually go to the tax assessor, they'll receive it in on their side, and then they'll disperse it to the county treasurer. So we wouldn't be able to see exactly directly to the property account unless we pulled the details from the tax assessor, which I'm sure we could request and.
And Commissioner, to your point, the conveyance agreement doesn't actually trigger until the payment's received, so.
Okay, great.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Beecham, seconded by Commissioner Fincannon to authorize the county judge's signature on the deed without warranty and an agreement with the city of Burkburnett for the conveyance of the county's interest in the property located at 100 South Red River Expressway in Burkburnett. Do you have any questions or comments on the motion or the item? All right, that motion's before us. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Item number 6, discuss, consider, and/or take action to approve Visionality quote in the amount of $19,748.24 for audio video equipment for the 30th District Courtroom to be paid from permanent improvement with lines determined by the county auditor. Brendan, do you mind talking through what this quote is for and what's being done up there?
This is to add a camera system to the 30th District Court. It does not have, the other two courts do have one, but this would be adding a camera so that he can hold virtual courts. And this is to add the camera, run the wiring, and do the programming. Most of this cost, in fact, more than half of it, is to actually reprogram the system, because it completely changes how the system works. It's not just plug it in, turn it on, and you're good. They have to reprogram everything on it. I think it's absorbently excessive pricing, but there's no one else we can go to do this. So, and they know it.
And just so a little, this I think was originally the quote, Brendan showed me the quote maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and it was $25,000, and I had a conniption and asked, hey, maybe let's go back and ask them to prove up where that labor cost is coming from. They said they'd miscalculated it and $6,000 came off of it. I
Still think they
still think
miscalculated.
it's crazy, and I had asked Brendan to investigate if there was anyone else who could potentially do the work. I think we're in a situation similar to Cornerstone, which is there's one game in town. Visionality has done great work for us. That's never the question, but it's expensive, but at this point, I don't know that we have any other alternatives, and it is a piece that helps with the functionality of that courtroom.
And Brendan, this has no security feature to it for security downstairs to
No,
monitor.
this is simply, it's a very
For her.
specific piece of equipment placed in a very specific location that he can use to handle remote courts, and it has to be tied in a specific way so that the jury's never seen, all kinds of security things on it. But no, it's just for him.
Typically with Visionality, Matt, when the invoice comes in, is it I'm putting you on the spot here, I should ask soon. Do they break it down, actual hours and?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'd be interested in seeing that one when it gets done.
Is that connection with a capital K?
Yes.
Okay.
And a capital C.
I'll make a motion if they replace the speaker, give us the speaker that they owe us.
Yeah.
Well, and I actually do want to suggest one thing. I think rather than paying for this out of permanent improvement, it probably makes sense to just pay for it out of general. It's not a built-in capital project, and it's not, even though it's sort of related to the 30th District Courtroom project, it is its own thing. So I'd suggest that we pay it out of the general fund.
So this gives us high-powered Zoom capability, basically.
And it's not something that we can do ourselves. I have investigated it to see if we could get around this, to see if we can, not to give him a secondary version, but if I could tie it in, and not really.
And so is this what we're seeing when we see virtual court on, a video of virtual court? Is that this is kind of what we're seeing, where the judge is here and remotely is?
Yes. He can, it's a pan and tilt, he can point it where he wants to, but it's always positioned above the jury so they can't
Okay.
ever
Yeah.
accidentally see them.
The
And he can
jury's
turn
always
it and
blacked
look at
out,
this.
so.
It's a really, it is good equipment, but that's only 40% of the quote.
And I guess we'll need to do other courtrooms in the
No.
future?
No, the other ones are all,
Yeah.
already have it.
This is
Okay.
the only one that doesn't have it.
I
The rest
gotcha.
have that feature already.
Your motion was okay?
Oh, did you make a
Yeah,
motion?
I'll make the motion
Okay.
Second.
to approve it.
And you're good out of general fund motion?
Yeah.
All right, I've got a motion by Commissioner Beecham, seconded by Commissioner Fincannon to approve Visionality quote in the amount of $19,748.24 for equipment for the 30th District Courtroom to be paid from general fund. Do you have any questions or comments on the motion or the item? All right, that motion is before us. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Item number 7, discuss, consider, and or take action to compare and approve quotes for the replacement of the exterior doors on the east side of the courthouse near the IT wing, as well as the lower entrance and exit doors on the west side of the courthouse to be paid from permanent improvement with lines determined by the county auditor. Commissioner Fincannon, what have you got?
Well, finally, this has taken a while. We originally had quotes coming in from MF Litteken and on the east and the west doors. There were some different ways, different options of what they were looking at. From talking to different commissioners, different judges, different people in the courthouse, as far as exiting those, I didn't really like putting up a wall. I didn't like the idea of putting up a wall and steel doors on those west entryway. I thought it would be more security friendly for the people that go in and out that door to have glass there, keep glass there where you can see if anybody's down there instead of walking up and having to look through a little window to see. That was my main reason for wanting to reach out. I did reach out to, 4 companies. I got 3 estimates, still the MF Litteken deal, a bid from All Glass, a bid from Wichita Glass, and a bid from Brazos Window and Door. And I want to thank all of them for coming out, because they all came out and looked, gave some different options of what might be the best thing. After getting all these bids, we even looked at replacing just the doors in some of them and not the outside glass. We looked at putting an insert in, but basically what we boiled down to now is replacing the east doors with new glass, new doors, new structure all the way. And on the west door, instead of having those 2 single doors, having double doors exactly like the east, but in all glass cased around it the same way. It'll basically be like it is, but just have 2 doors together. They will all be compatible to the new security system that IT needs, and me and Mark went through these this morning and looked at them, and I'm more than happy to show y'all any of these estimates, but as of right now, probably the best price for complete glass, complete doors and everything is gonna be by Brazos Window and Door. The east end, the east set of doors is at $10,003.33, and that's to replace all doors, all windows, glass, all the way up to the top and to the sidewalls. And then on the west door, the price for all new aluminum, all new glasses is gonna be $17,186.67. Both of these prices include materials, labor, and demo. They'd originally said that this west door would be a day or two fix. I think it'll go, me and Mark think it'll
there's
go a
any
little
way.
longer. So we'll probably, and that might be something we have to do in-house with maintenance, is build some kind of temporary wood door to block that upper stairs, to keep that, from anybody from getting in.
Or just wall it off completely and no entry.
Well, we need to come around the other way.
Yeah.
for
And
a while.
it'll probably, from
For a few
talking to him
days.
this morning, it'll probably be a 2 or 3 day deal.
I know there was a question then on the relationship with the security stuff. How quickly do they have these in stock? Or will
He's
they be
saying
able
that
to-
these, matter of fact, Brazos was the only one that said their supplier has these doors in stock.
Okay.
He seems to think he can have them done within a month. He says he could probably have the one set of them done within a couple of weeks, but the other one's gonna take a little bit longer.
Was the Brazos quote the lowest
The lowest
dollar?
quote, yes.
Okay. So they have it in stock and it's the lowest.
The other one said their doors weren't in stock. They'd have to have them custom made. And
Key card
We start
deals
that other
still-
project September 1, so,
Bill, and I'd asked, and I didn't get a date. I knew September, but they never said September
well,
1.
we've got a meeting with them tomorrow?
We got a meeting internally
Yeah.
tomorrow,
Okay.
but yeah, their tentative date is September 1, that's when they plan to start.
And these do have they're a sheer manual crash bar that, if lose all power, lose all battery, it all reverts back to locked.
And our security vendor will take care of the rest.
And, why was there two separate doors down there? I mean,
Originally, that's just the way I don't know. A long time ago, they actually there was some kind of cabinet or safe in between the two doors.
really?
Yeah, I don't know if they just built it that
Well,
way.
and was the double door, does it take any, will one of those doors remain locked and one of them open?
Yes.
When,
On that one, you'll have a primary use door with the other one
Okay.
locked. Only we'll have
And-
to,
so when the little wind kerfuffle thing that's kinda goes on every now and then, it won't hurt them or mess
No,
with them or
shouldn't.
anything?
Do you know, we talked this morning, do you know if it's gonna be a mullion door or just two doors with?
it's supposed to be a
with the
mullion door.
A mullion door, okay. Either way, it's gonna be fine, yeah. Just wondered.
So,
Same,
That-
card
that-
entry system, it'll be the same.
the card
Yeah,
entry
that's-
system, it won't have, and that might get into security stuff, might not really go that far, but you will still have a key card access,
Yeah.
just like it has now.
It'll tie into it's just replacing your physical doors, as far as what we're doing in September, it's gonna be the same. It'll be tied in,
That was
just like
one of the
everything else.
purposes for replacing the doors,
Yeah.
because they were too difficult to make compatible with.
So they'll be compatible after
Within
that,
the-
which is good, that's good.
So that being all said, I'm motion to approve Brazos window and door for those.
Second.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Fincannon, seconded by Commissioner Beecham, to approve the Brazos window and door quote, which comes in at a combined $27,189.97 for the replacement of the exterior doors on the east side and the west side, to be paid from permanent improvement. Do we have any questions or comments on the motion or the item? All right, that motion's before us. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries 5-0. Item number 8, receive update on courthouse renovations and county courthouse annexes. Commissioner Beecham.
Yeah, the only active project we have right now is Owl Park, and it's just about to be inactive, because we're about 2 weeks out from total completion. They're finishing wainscoting, some ceiling stuff. They still got a couple of countertops and some cabinetry to do in the kitchen, and it'll be great. Yeah, it's looking really good. So secondary to the project, they poured the driveway approach last week, so they were putting in the communication tower yesterday, so
It is still-
whittling it down. What's that?
It stood up as of this morning.
Was it?
Mhm.
I know they're having trouble digging the hole, so the
Yeah.
ground's hard.
They had to move it a little because of gas line and electrical line, but it's
Okay.
still in a good position for us.
Okay, good deal.
And the project that we're doing on Wall Street there along the road, has that started yet, or is that gonna, after chip seal and?
After chips.
I imagine the city has a large project going on Cash Street, and I imagine they'll want to do that in conjunction with that one,
Okay.
where they put that asphalt down, so I would assume.
They're going to?
Yeah, I thought we were doing
We
it.
just did an agreement on this
No.
agenda to allow us to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, to allow us to do
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I
Okay.
was thinking they were going to do it.
No. No, it's their roadway, but
Okay, okay.
The only
But we want-
challenge is
we
gonna
wanna-
be having just a small amount of paving oil to go and do that.
no, we won't chip it. We'll
Hot
hot lay it.
Hot lay it
It's
over.
not much, cause a lot of it's concrete already. We'll hot lay it and then we'll rock the alleyway, cause we'll come back and stripe it as well for parking.
But all that's
Okay.
gonna be after.
Yeah,
chip seal's
after,
done?
yeah.
Are we gonna rock between the sidewalk and the retaining wall? Too, or
Contractor should take care of that.
they'll, okay.
Yeah.
And Mark, you might check with them. I'm assuming that project overlay is gonna happen pretty soon, and you might coordinate your asphalt with them. They've got the city acquired the building across from City Hall, or to
Between
the
City
side,
Hall.
to the north of City Hall, and they're making all that in front of the post office and everything, all a new overlay right there, and it might be handy to coordinate it.
It'll be slurry seal.
Is,
that gonna
are
be-
they hot
It's,
land?
it's,
Or
yeah,
hot
they're
roll?
hot lay.
Hot lay.
So, I don't, it might be smart for us to talk to that contractor and just have them do that section. and
Well,
just pay
it's the
them.
city doing it.
Yeah.
Well, if the city's doing it, it
Yeah.
might be
Well,
better to pay
I
them.
talked to Jerry Fleming last week. He didn't mention that they were doing any asphalt work at all, so,
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
don't-
they'd be
got a
doing the road
big-
next
yeah.
to it, I'd just receive
Big
payment to do it.
project
Yeah.
right there.
Well, we've got the MOU. If they don't do it,
Sure.
we can reach out to them and,
well,
yeah.
it'd still be on our dime if we ask them
Yeah.
to do that, so.
Right.
Right.
It'd be cheaper to pay them to do a little section than it would to rig up to go do it though,
Yeah, well,
maybe.
cost of material,
Maybe.
for us, it's gonna be cost of material, so.
Yeah. Okay. Any other updates on
No.
annexes or courthouse?
I sure hope they're.
Commissioner McGann, you sounded like you had something.
Somebody
I'm just trying to-
they got the windshield broke.
Trying to get some final floor plans to get with all the elected officials that are involved in the work.
Yeah, I
Go.
don't know.
All right, any other questions or comments on this item? Okay, it is 10:33. At this time, we will be moving into closed session for a briefing and discussion regarding the settlement of opioid-related claims from Sandoz Incorporated. This meeting is closed pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.0711, consultation with attorney about pending or contemplated litigation or settlement offers. If you are not authorized to remain in the courtroom for this discussion, I ask that you vacate at this time. All right.
Hear ye.
It is 10:40 a.m. We are back in open session. For item discuss, consider, and or take action to authorize the county judge to execute the Sandoz corporate participation form regarding settlement of opioid-related claims from Sandoz Incorporated. I would also, let me see. I would also suggest that we approve the resolution authorizing the approval.
Motion to approve both items.
Okay.
If we can do that under that.
The resolution is doing the same, I mean, the resolution is also authorizing, but we do have two separate documents, so.
Okay. So, motion to approve
That'd be
both
good.
documents.
Okay.
They really need.
Second.
All right, we've got a motion by Commissioner Beecham, seconded by Commissioner Fincannon to approve the resolution and authorize, the resolution authorizing the approval of the Sandoz participation form and for the county judge to sign the participation form. Do you have any questions or comments on the motion or the item? All right, that motion's before us. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. With that, it is 10:41 and court is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.